In this video, I'm going to show you how you can generate patio leads for your business as soon as this week. So let's just get started. First of all, there's a couple of things you're going to need, and those are a Facebook account, a Facebook page, and a Facebook Ads Manager, Business Manager. So you're going to need those three things before you actually get to this page where I'm at right now, because this is where you will be creating your ads. So just get that set up before and then come back to this video so you're able to do everything with me as we go. So we're going to get started. We're going to start by emphasizing that the whole point of putting an ad out there is going to be getting leads for your business, because engagement, reach, impressions, all that stuff does not pay the bills. So I'm going to teach you right now how to build a leads campaign straight from the get-go, so you can just get to your audience, get people to come in, and also you can start going to homeowners' homes, giving them the consultation and estimate, and then closing the sale. So this video specifically is going to be only about leads, so we're going to get right into that right now. So we're going to hit create video first right here on the left green button, and then we're going to choose the leads campaign because that's what we're aiming for. So we're going to hit next, and right here you're going to name the campaign name however you want. You're going to name it, new leads campaign. You can leave it as it is. What I like to do is I like to first put the date of the campaign and then put the objective, which is leads campaign. So that way you know when you created that campaign, and then you know what the campaign is doing for you. Then I would just skip this part. I would skip all this right here. Advantage campaign budget. This is something I don't use in the beginning at all, because first we want to be able to test. I mean, if you have like a lot of experience with ads, you don't want to use this. But if you're a beginner, I mean, it wouldn't hurt using it. So you can turn it off and on. You can just turn it on right like this. You can put a budget right here. And the minimum budget I 100% recommend for you if you're starting with Facebook ads would be at least $20. So $20 is just going to give you just enough budget to be able to start getting traffic into your Facebook page, start getting some leads, and that way you can start setting up some appointments and take care of the rest of the process. $20 is a good starting point, but then if you see that these ads and these leads are getting you the results you want, which is basically the whole point of this to get leads is to qualify them, set the appointment, and make the sale. If you're able to get in contact with these people, which I'm going to show you exactly how to do that to make it effective, because other people have trouble getting in contact with their leads, but not with the strategy I'm about to teach you. If you do everything how it's supposed to be correctly, then you're going to get in contact with these leads. That's the whole point of lead generation, getting in contact with people so you can sell them your product or services. So $20 here. I'm going to click next. So this right here is called the ad group. After you create the campaign, the next stage is the ad group, and this is where you're going to set up your targeting details. So again, the name, you can just do whatever you want with it. You want to do instant forms, or you want to do messenger to start. If you don't have a landing page, if you don't have a website, you want to start with instant forms and messenger. Now, the difference is in instant forms, you can pre-qualify the prospect by asking some pre-qualifying questions, and then in messenger it's more of like they click the ad, they send you a message, and you get to take control of the conversation right there. So it's pre-qualifying with instant forms versus having more control with the conversation on messenger. You just really need to have good appointment setting skills and good communication skills to make it effective, right? Because no amount of marketing is going to make up for your sales skills, your bad sales skills. So you have to have good sales skills first to be able to sell your leads. So we're just going to click instant forms right here. This is what I started with. Just a quick story. I started with instant forms for the first patio company I promoted for, and that's it. A lot of people recommend landing pages, getting all these more complicated and fancy things that actually work really well. But the first time I started with instant forms, and we got a few leads. I think we got about 30 leads or so. I'm not sure how many appointments we got. I think it was about like 10, 15 appointments, maybe more than that. I'm just downplaying it. And then they closed about 5 sales. They only spent about $1,400 the first month, and then they made 64 grand. So that's like over 60 times what they invested. So instant forms work just fine in the beginning, but as you go, I would recommend adding all the fancy smancy stuff. So we're just gonna put instant forms. You're going to select your page. Again, going back to what I told you that you need in the beginning of the video, you're going to select your page right here. Then there's going to be a little tab that says here that you have to accept their terms. I already did that. So you're gonna click here, accept their terms, and this is gonna be good. And or actually it already says right here, you're just gonna click the button, click agree to terms and conditions so you can proceed. Performance goal, maximum number of leads, leave it as it is. Dynamic creative, you don't want to touch that, leave it as it is. Start date, this would be the date you want the ad to start after it's approved. So in this case, what I like to do is to set the ad to the next day at 12 a.m. Because if you set it up, let's say you set up an ad for $20 a day budget, and then you publish the ad right now, it's $221. If the ad gets approved at 3 p.m., which, by the way, most ads don't get approved that fast, at 3 p.m., then the $20 would be spent in the rest of the day, so in a few hours. So it's okay. I mean, it's okay to do that if you don't mind. I don't recommend it because you want to make the most out of your money. So just schedule it for the next day at 12 a.m. and let the whole $20 run for the entire day. So that way your budget gets extended. So that's that. And if you want to end the ad, I recommend not to end the ad, because the more your ad runs, the more engagement, the more just data analytics gets, and it helps you build a more accurate audience of the people you're looking for. So keep that as it is. Custom audiences, don't worry about that in the beginning. You probably won't have any custom audiences yet. I'm showing you the way I did it for the first patio company I did it for, and for the other patio companies as well that I marketed for, and that perform really well. So you don't need any of that stuff. You don't need to get complicated. So just keep it as simple as possible. The locations right here is going to be your local market, wherever you market specifically. So in this case, right, my page is California Patio, but I'm not going to use that. So because it's I mean, if you service the entire California, of course, but most patio companies don't service a whole state. They service a city. So let's say Los Angeles, right? We service the city, Los Angeles. So you're just going to click here. You're going to set up a radius right here. So it says 25 miles radius of Los Angeles. What I recommend here, and this is something that a lot of people don't know, is that if you set up a miles radius, like 25 miles, for example, you're still going to get leads from, I don't know, like 5 miles after, like a couple miles farther. And the reason why, it's because data is pretty accurate with Facebook, but there's also going to be sometimes like people that live outside of that 25 miles radius that are visiting inside the 25 miles radius. So what you want to do is lower your actual radius that you service by 5 miles, I would say, just to make it more accurate. So if you service a 25-mile radius, you want to lower it to 20. So that way you don't get people that in areas that you don't service, right? So you get to save a little bit of money. And after that, you're going to select the ages. As patio contractors, you obviously know that you don't service people that are teenagers or in their early 20s, most likely. So what you want to do is target your ideal audience. So you want to make sure you take your time to think about who you actually service, right? Because that information is going to help you build your audience and your ad set. So you want to take your time to sit down and think about, like, okay, who is my ideal audience? Who do I want to serve? Who are the people that will most likely buy from me? So in this case, what I found the best is over 30 or 35 of age. So I'm just going to put 30 here because obviously those people are going to have homes. They're probably going to have more money than 20-year-olds, etc. So that's based on the analytics that I've found on all the campaigns that I've ran. And then genders, all genders is fine, right? Because most people that get patios, again, are families, they have homes, they're more mature, and they're most likely married. So you're either going to reach the spouse or the husband. Either way, they're one. So they're going to tell each other about it. If they want an estimate, then one of them is going to opt in. And then detailed advanced targeting, I would not keep this on. I would just turn it off. I would turn it off because detailed advanced targeting, what this does, or advanced detailed targeting, is that it says here it reaches people beyond their targeting selection when it's likely to improve performance. I don't know if that's true because yes, it reaches more people outside of your detailed targeting, but it doesn't mean that these people will be interested in patios. So what you want to do is just keep it as focused as possible on your actual audience. And then languages, if you speak, English obviously in LA would be English. If you speak any other languages like Spanish, Russian, anything like that, then you want to add it here because it's going to help you reach more audiences. And then advanced placements, I would just keep it right there because you need to know which placements are going to work for you. So what placements are basically like Facebook feeds, Instagram feeds, stories, reels, etc. So yeah, that's all you're going to do right there. You're going to hit next. And then you're going to go to the ad section of the whole campaign right here. So right here is where you're going to end up after you hit next, after the ad group is done. And right here is where you want to put most of your focus because right here is where you're going to create your ad. This is where you're going to create the ad that's going to attract the people you want to reach. And this is what's going to bring you the leads, right? The creative. This is I would say, besides targeting, this is the most important part of the ad right here. This is what you want to focus on. So right here, you're going to have the page. You're going to select your page. Obviously, if you have an Instagram account for your business, if not, create one. You're going to select it right here. And then you have the option to connect it to make it easier. You don't have to go through the page and all that stuff. You can just connect it here. Then what I found that's really, really good with patio companies are single images. Single images work great. So you want to keep single images. If you want to get fancy and test that out, you can, it's like carousel and stuff. Maybe add some videos, but a single image works just fine. No problem. So what you're going to do is go to the ad creative part. This is where you're going to select the image that you're going to put on your ad. In this case, they just give you a random template, so that way it's a placeholder. You just want to hit remove all. Then you want to add media. You want to select an image, so add image. And then you want to upload. So what you can do is you can just drag and drop from your files folder. So you can open your files right here, or in whatever computer you are, you can just drag the photo and put it right here. You can just drop it. What you want to make sure is that your photo is clear. It shows the patio completely. The patio's not cut in half or a bad angle. You want to make sure it's clear. It's a good angle where you can see the entire project and it's not blurry or pixelated or anything. You want to have quality content, and you don't need a professional photographer for that. You can just do it with your phone. I've actually found that the best photos that work are with phones, just simple. And I do have a resource that teaches you exactly what you have to put right here in this ad, in this part of your ad campaign. because this is the most important part of your ad campaign, I would say, because you need to know exactly what to say, what to put, and what to offer to get people to bring come in. So going back to the image, I have an image right here. I'm going to select it, and then you're just going to I like to keep it original here. So original, next. If you want enhancements, you can do that. I would just, just to start, I would keep this on. I would keep the image filter on. If you want music on your ad, then put it, but I usually turn it off. So I just keep the standard enhancements and the image filter on. And then you're going to scroll down to where it says primary text. So right here, you need to know what to say, because this is going to be the part that is going to motivate leads to opt in to book an estimate with you. So again, I do have a resource called the five Facebook ads secrets to get more patio leads, and I'm going to link it in this video, in the description of this video, so that way you have access to it. But it basically goes over all the parts of the ad copy right here that we're going to write right now. It's going to go over what kind of images to use, and it's going to go over exactly what you need to say to be able to effectively bring leads from your ad campaigns. So in this case, I have already written a copy, so I'm going to just show you and copy and paste it. So basically, the first part of the ad copy is going to be your call out. So your call out is going to be basically something that attracts your audience as soon as they see your ad. So it's going to be like, attention Los Angeles, attention Los Angeles homeowners, or just something that's going to hook them, right? It's going to hook them to read the rest of the ad. So for example, right here, I put Los Angeles homeowners, right? Because that's the kind of audience you want to reach. Those are the kind of clients you want to work with, homeowners. You don't want to work with people that rent apartments, stuff like that. And then the second line you want to write in the ad is something that calls out their pain or calls out their desire, whatever it is. So that way they get more interested in reading more about your business, which is in your ad. So you're going to write, are you looking to upgrade your backyard without having to put in so much work? So basically you are telling them, are you looking to do this, which is their desire, without the pain? So are you looking to upgrade your backyard without having to put in so much work, right? And then obviously once they read that, they're going to nod their head. They're going to be like, yes, that's what I want to do. The right audience. And then after that, you want to write a little story about your business. So in this case, I put California Patio has helped thousands of homeowners upgrade their backyard with patio covers, pergolas. Our team is specialized in building the perfect project for homeowners in the Los Angeles area. We're looking to do the same for many more. So in this case, you're telling them a little story about what you do and more credibility. So that way they choose to go with you and they know you're legit. And then after that, you want to give them reasons why they should go with you. So, or reasons why they should buy your product. So in this case, I put 3 reasons right here. 3 is just good enough. You can put enjoy your home from the outdoors, spend less money going out, add shade to your home, which is basically all benefits of your patio. So that's one little secret right there. So a lot of people use features a lot. They say, oh, the patio is aluminum and all this stuff. And yes, that's good, but it's not as good without the benefits. So if you had a choice in between features or benefits, I would choose benefits, because people are moved by emotion. People want to know how your product is going to benefit them. So in this case, I just made it simple, 3 benefits of your patio. And again, I cover all of this with my PDF, which is this one right here, all the secrets and all the things you need to say in your ad and put right here to make it effective. Because without an ad copy that works, and without an image, and without all the things I'm going to finish teaching you right here, then your ad doesn't work and you're just wasting money. So make sure you click the link in the description below to download that PDF. You can have it forever. It's free. I'm just here to help you out, and hopefully in the future you decide to work with me. But Just to finish right here, after the benefits, what you want to do is you want to tell them basically what to do and how to get your product or service. So click get offer on this ad to get a free estimate today. So right here it says click get offer. So it says click get offer because your ad is going to have a button right here that they're going to be able to click in order to get your product or service, which in this case is a patio cover. So you can choose what the button can say right here in the call to action section. You can try out, book now, get offer, get quote, learn more, sign up. In this case, we're just using get offer because we're offering them a free estimate, patio cover estimate. And that's what your ad's going to be. Your ad, if it's short, straight to the point, and value packed, then that's all it needs. You don't need to make it complicated. Again, this is just copy I just wrote. It works really well. I know because I've written a bunch of copies, different copies, and this format right here works just well. Obviously, don't copy this, make it your own, and be unique, right? Because if you copy someone, it might just not work for you. You need to be unique and have your own angle. So next thing a lot of people don't know, but a lot of people mess up in the headline. The headline is one of the most important parts, if not the most important part of the ad besides the image, because the image gets them to stop, the headline gets them to read, right? As well as the copy. But the headline gets them to read because if a person just wants to go straight to the point and know what the ad is about and see if it interests them, then they're going to read the headline, which is going to be under the image right here. So a lot of people, what they do here, they mess up and they put things like they just put patio cover or they just put pergolas in Los Angeles, which might work, but that's not a good headline. What you want to do is give them the benefit of your product, or your product and the benefit, or vice versa. So in this case, what you want to do is tell them something like upgrade your backyard with patio cover. Patio covers or custom patio covers, right? You're giving them the benefit and what they're going to do it with. So you want to be smart here. You definitely want to think about it real well, but honestly, the best way to write the headline is just to write your offer. So because they're going to read that and then they're going to see the image and then they're going to read exactly what the ad offers, which is something of value. So in this case, the best thing you can do is just write the offer in the headline. So free patio cover estimate as an example. And that's it. Don't overcomplicate it. I just give you the secret so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And then description, what you want to do is I like to do just a call to action again. So click get offer to get your patio cover today. Something like that. Don't overthink it. So we have the image, we have the copy, which looks like this, pretty clean and nice. We have the headline, we have the description, call to action button, and the last thing is going to be your lead form, which is where they're going to opt in once they click this button. This is where they turn in their information and send you their information so that way you can get in contact with them. So I already made one right here so you know how it works and how it looks. So in this case, we're going to click this, right? So form name, you're just going to put, you can just leave it as it is, but if you want to be more specific, the better, so it's not confusing, just in case you create a lead form in the future. But first thing is going to show you after the name is going to be the form type. So I see that a lot of people make a huge mistake, which is clicking the more volume option. And the more volume is going to get you more leads than you would with higher intent or rich creative, but the quality is not going to be as good because it's just going to give them a form where they turn in their name, email, phone number, and that's it, right? and that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for, unless you operate with volume, that's great. Then use volume. But what I recommend from my experience, and something that you can use to qualify them even more, and to have them put more effort to get in contact with you, is using high intent. Right? You can use Rich Creative too, but it's going to take a little more time. But if you want to do something that works and is quicker, then higher intent works just well. Because with higher intent, you're able to ask questions, and you're able to give them a screen where they review their information before they turn it in. So we're going to choose higher intent here. Then intro. What you want to do is use the image from your ad. Always use the image from your ad, because you want to make the ad as consistent as possible, so people see that you're consistent with your entire process, and that way you build trust. That's a thing that a lot of people don't know, but you want to build trust by being consistent. So then you're going to go to headline. Headline's going to be, get a free patio cover estimate. So remember, we wrote the headline. Okay, we wrote the headline in the ad as the offer, which is get a free patio cover estimate. Right here, you want to do the same description. You can just tell them, what to do. So you always want to be selling people on the next step. So in this case, we're getting them to read the ad. Once they click the ad, we want to get them to turn in their information to be able to schedule an appointment. And then after you schedule an appointment, you go to the home, do the estimate consultation, and you make the sale, right? Like, you want to do everything consistent and linear and organized. So in this case, you want to write, click the button below to schedule your free consultation and estimate. I mean, you can just be simple like that. If you want to write a little more, you can, but after that, you're just going to go to the questions part. Right here is where you want to put a lot of attention. So right here is where you're going to pre-qualify them before the call, so that way you have information you can use when you hop on the phone with them. This is going to help you get more qualified leads, and also be able to know what they want. So in this case, you want to add a question right here. You want to add a question that's, you can use multiple choice, short answer, conditional, which basically if they answer one or the other, they get sent to another question, and you can modify that. And then request appointment, where they can tell you a time that when they want to be contacted. But ideally, you want to contact them as soon as they turn in their information, because either way, if they're not available at that moment, because you got to understand that people have lives. Some people might turn in their information while they're driving. Some people might turn in their information at work, and maybe they just need a call later. Some people, are babysitting or something. I don't know. But you want to choose one of these options to be able to ask them a pre-qualifying question, and you'll use that question when you call. So in this case, we're just going to do short answer. The question is going to be something like, if you want to make sure they're interested in what you offer, you want to ask them then, are you interested in a patio cover, right? And then they're going to respond yes. And then after that, you can add as many questions as you want, but you don't want to pre-qualify people or overqualify people, because you're just going to scare them off, right? This is not about getting laydowns. This is about getting more people in front of you that are interested in what you offer, so you can make more sales. That's what this is about, right? Because if I told you this is all about laydowns, every single lead is going to become a customer, that's unrealistic, and that would be a lie. So another question, this is a secret right here that not many people use, but it's going to boost the performance of your ads. So what happens is, in the lead forms, their information that gets saved on their phone gets pre-populated in the form where they turn in their contact information. So, sometimes people make mistakes that, they one number is off, or maybe they change their number. And sometimes, some leads will turn in their information, but since it's pre-filled, and the number might be wrong, which doesn't happen often, but it happens, then you're not going to be able to reach them. So in this case, what I do, and this is a secret, that way you don't have to deal with that, is you can ask them something like, do you confirm to answer the phone when we call? That's it. And then right here, what I've seen a lot of people do is they say, yes, I'm ready to answer the call. Or they put their phone number again, but they type it here. So what that means is if the phone number is wrong on the contact form, then it's going to be right here on the do you confirm to answer the call. So that's a secret right there that took me a long time to discover, but there you go. And then description right here, this is the pre-filled questions. Like I said, this is where they turn in their information so you can call them or get in contact with them through text or whatever. You're just going to tell them what to do. So enter the information below, and one of our experts will reach you to schedule your free estimate. Boom, that's it. So right here, the full name, email, phone number, zip code, those are the things I put here. These are the things I would put if I was you. So that way you have what you need. But you can add more here. You can add more fields in category. You can add more fields of information, but this is really all you need. Again, you don't want to scare people. You just want to get their contact information to get to talk to them, because people work with people. So you want to be able to talk to them and find out more about what they need. And if you need more information, like their address, then just ask them over the phone. So privacy policy, you want to add the privacy policy link right here if you have one. If you don't, you can just open a new tab and then go to privacy policy generator, and then you can click on one of these free generators for privacy policies, and they'll just give you one with a link right there. You put it here. Link to text would just be privacy policy. You don't need to overcomplicate things at all, okay? I'm just giving you everything that works, so that way you can just not overthink anything and just do it, right? Review screen is where they review their information. They actually have to slide before they turn in their information. And that's what makes higher intent lead forms so powerful. They get a chance to check. And then message for leads, you just want to tell them, something else is going to appear here. But what I like to put is, thanks, we'll be in touch soon, to let them know that we will call. And then in the description, you can put, one of our experts will contact you shortly. And then this is a secret thing if you want your ad to be on steroids. So you can tell them, or call now to book an appointment. So instead of you reaching out, motivate them to call you or your office, and give them an incentive, right? Like incentivize them to call. So that way they get more excited, and then the more excitement, the more possibility that they're going to buy. So, or call to book now and get 15% off by clicking the button below. Wow. Okay. So you give them an incentive to call. Once they call, you book the appointment, you do your thing, right? Call to action you can just call your business so they can call. Or if you have a calendar view website and you put that link to the calendar right here, and then in the call to action text, which is going to be the button right here, what you want to do in this case is write the incentive again, because you want to keep them motivated the entire time. So call now to get 15% off, right? So that's exactly how you make high converting lead forms, high converted ads. And the only thing you have to do is click create form. Once you create form, then it's going to be all ready. You select the form and scroll down, and then all you have to do at this point is hit publish. Once you hit publish, a payment method pop-up will appear. You have to put your payment method, of course, to be able to run the ads. You set it up, and then you wait for your ad to be published, and that's it. You should be getting leads within a week of this ad running, and then all you have to do is set the appointment, make the sale. So you have to have really good communication skills. I can't stress this enough. You have to have real communication skills to tell them why you're calling, which basically would be you want to tell them who you are, and you want to tell them what they opted in for. So you want to tell them, hey, this is California Patio. We saw that you turned in your information on our Facebook ad to request an estimate for a patio cover. Is that right? They're going to be yeah. And then you get into the conversation, right? So that's it right there. That's how you create an ad to generate more leads for your patio business. And let me know how this goes. Let me know what's your experience with this. And let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about you. And I will be creating new videos with how to set up a Facebook account, how to set up a Facebook page, and also how to set up a Facebook business account, which is what we use to create this ad right here. Now, one last thing you need to know is that Facebook won't let you know when a lead comes in. And that's a problem, because if you call the lead too late, then they might not be excited anymore, and they might not even remember they came in for a free estimate. So what you want to do is you want to integrate Facebook ads with Zapier and a messaging system, which is already inside of Zapier. So that way you are able to get a text as soon as a lead comes in, and you can call them within the first 5 minutes, because that's how you get the best results. So keep that in mind. That's it right there. Make sure to subscribe to stay updated with all the videos I'm going to upload to help you generate more business for your patio business. And if you have any questions or have any suggestions on any videos you would like me to make, just leave it in the comments and I'll be happy to create videos around that. But besides that, don't forget to download the 5 patio lead secrets PDF in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye. If you want to know how to integrate your Facebook ads with Zapier so you can get a message and call your leads ASAP, then click the video on the screen and I'll see you there. And by the way, if you want to just book a call with me and see if we can work together, just click the link in the description. There will be a booking link. Book a time and a day so we can talk more and see how we can help your business.